So you may be the best cardiac surgeon, but you need to understand how the anesthetist works and how much is right and how much is not right. You must have the capacity to appreciate the anesthetist's work and engage in conversation with the anesthetist intelligently, not just, be nice to him and stuff like that. You need to know how the heart-lung machine works. You need to know the basics of nursing, because 80% of heart surgeries don't depend on the cardiac surgeon. They depend for success on the post-operative care. So nurse plays a critical role. You get operated upon on the operating table, but you recover outside the operating table. Same principle applies. Now, you may be a finance expert or a marketing expert or an HR expert, but when you are CEO of a company, every problem that you'll encounter will require a multidisciplinary approach. You will have to understand something at a basic level of every other function. You have to work with experts, and you will have to take different viewpoints and synthesize those viewpoints. So you require, you need to develop the mind of synthesis. The third thing is you require what is called the creative mind. So first you need the mind of your own discipline. Secondly, you need to develop the mind of synthesis. The third is you need to develop a creative mind more than ever before. Now, why the creative mind? The creative mind because today most problems that we encounter we have not been trained for. We have not learnt about them. More and more events in business, in politics, in managing a nation are what we'll call unscripted events. There's no previous script that exists. Just look at 26/11. Was the staff of Taj Hotel actually trained to handle that? It's a completely unscripted event. Okay. Tomorrow something like H1N1 virus will come and hit a whole economy. It's an unscripted event. So we are continuously dealing with things which we have not been trained for. So given that situation, we need to be creative. Because your past solutions are about your past problems. If the future problems are of very different kind, you need to have creative responses. The tested and tried response will not work. The second thing is ultimately we are here to serve our customers. And our customers live in a highly competitive field. And let's say you are advisor to your customer and you tell the customer or you give your customer a solution that solves a problem because it is the proven solution. The moment you give somebody a proven solution, you are on one hand giving a solution, on the other hand you are taking away competitive advantage. If the solution is known, then everybody else also knows it, right? So there's nothing unusual, no unusual advantage will accrue to the customer. So sometimes our customers say, don't give me the tried and tested. You rather make a mistake but give me an innovative solution. So even today our customers are asking for innovation. The customers don't want the tried and tested because everybody, anybody who can go to Google or Wikipedia knows, all the knowledge that is required, knows about practices, knows about, competitive positions and everything else you can find out on the internet. So each time you have to come with creative ideas and creative thoughts. So for that, you have to develop the creative mind. The fourth thing that you would require as you go forward is what is called the respectful mind. You will find that one police commissioner takes office and all the problems break loose. And there's another police commissioner who takes office and is effortlessly able to bring help from all around and solve problems. The difference between the first and the second usually is, apart from the domain capability, apart from the synthesis capability, creative, there's no bigger ethics than to do the job the right way without needing supervision. The second thing about the ethical mind is not only about turning around what you promised will be turned around in time and cost, but to certify that this is the best way in which the job could have been done. You can go download some Forrester stuff, some Gartner stuff, you can download some Google stuff. On the other hand, you do all that, but you also actually physically go pound the streets, meet actual customers, sweat it out, and do that research. I have no way of knowing. You can impress many bosses actually. Most of the times you'll find that your bosses are the painting of a painter, or your work is like the operation done by a heart surgeon. Only the heart surgeon knows that it has been done perfectly. Patient doesn't know. Patient's relatives do not know. How much time you should have been under anesthesia, how much less the procedure could, with what less interventional mind is about two things. It's about, first of all, the capacity to work unsupervised, and second, the capacity to truly certify completion of your work. So, my dear friends, don't think that you have just got one kind of intelligence. Most of us, we may not have all the 9 forms of intelligences that I talked about. Intelligences you have, or you could cultivate, or you could pick up. Some of them may be latent, and all you require is to just give it a try. And then you will find whatever you do, you'll blossom, you'll do well.